The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a 1st quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Quickly outside. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 86. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Love from the gun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The fullback run. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score, Chargers 7, Steelers nothing.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Well, throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Love now to pass on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's the 39-yard.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They'll try and run with their fullback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
Second down, Eckler. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. time he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Pass hauled in downfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. We're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there at 22. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 21, Steelers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're doing.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 in the first.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Sheds it. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Williams, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Third down.
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll let it go deep for Foster. Double team, and it's intercepted. Safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own
when the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Pretty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Off the play fake, Love. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chargers 28, Steelers 21. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for nothing on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The shotgun. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At the 35-yard line.
Now, movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
The wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively.